think it's already streaming actually
It is?
whenever it's
Yeah.
loading like this.
Yeah.
But I will just just wait a second. I'm just gonna mute here. All right, we are live. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Well, as you can see, guys, today's meeting is in person, and I'm very excited because this is the first time I'm going to show you some references, some other examples of brandings that could inspire us. And also the goal of this meeting is very much to set sort of like the boundaries of what we are actually looking for when it comes to visual identity. So we're going to see a lot of examples of color palettes, some typography, you know, other visual systems, and then see what we like and what we don't like.
Exciting.
So let me set this up. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen, and yes. All right.
Cool.
So everyone should be seeing the same as we are seeing on the screen. And I'm just gonna zoom in. And basically here I just took some notes about the things we worked already on the strategy, and especially certain words or certain concepts that I think are more key to what we want to do. And feel free to make any comments. I'm just going to, like, whenever there's something relevant about what we like or what we don't like, I'm just gonna put a stick note here and
highlight it or save it.
Exactly. So let's start with these kind of colors. Okay, it's like green and nature related bright colors and organic irregular shapes and lines. Yeah, so we see here these are all different brandings. They're just different images, but I think they all they are all elegant. They use flat colors, but they're also quite vibrant. It's very much reminds you of nature somehow. And we've got this orange, this pistachio, this orange beige as well.
I like the reference to the herbs, like to the cacao, chaga.
Okay.
Mata.
And then here's just, you know, another example. Feel free to also give your opinion on any detail, like whatever it's typography.
I like color. This one.
Oh, this is a little bit too big.
I like the style, and also that what do you call it? The bold and not bold typography, like the contrast.
Contrast between bold typography. I'm just gonna say that. What about the colors so far? What you've seen?
I like this palette. This one is still a bit, although I like this, what do you call it? Yeah, this kind of yellow. I never use it, so it's, but I like it.
Okay.
But it's, you know?
Yes.
It's nice and interesting. Like I use it, for example, in clothes. I use this much, this, but I never use it in my communication or in my branding.
That's a very interesting thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna write like you use these colors, but have never thought it
in visual communication
branding.
It's quite on spot. This this first palette.
Cool. What about this? I wanted to show you also this example. It's just a bunch of images, could be an Instagram feed or it could be whatever. but I found really interesting the contrast with the colors and the shapes. Like they're sort of like hand-drawn, almost paint
Yeah.
kind of feeling. Together with some elements that are also like sort of feel natural, but it's
Also artsy.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
I like the shapes, the pictures, not so much, but
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
on that line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Shapes and lines. Pictures, not so much.
Like this picture, for example, this.
I mean, yeah, this is also probably some kind of, I don't know, beauty or lifestyle content. So some pictures might not.
Yeah, resonate exactly, but yeah, it's getting the whole idea, right? Like of how we would look with pictures and.
But there is like at least one or two more natural pictures. So this could be something that would fit.
This one.
This one. I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's a sun. Yeah. All right.
And this would be the same palette. These two would, I mean, be something.
This is just reference. They're not from the same brand or branding in this case, but
they're using the colors.
Yes,
that's what you would do.
Exactly.
Illustrate.
Exactly. And then, for example, here, also thinking about the photography aspect of your brand, these kind of pictures have quite a lot of contrast, and they are very vivid, but also a little bit dark, like towards the dark.
Yeah.
Rather than very luminous and white pictures.
Yeah.
Is this something that resonates with you?
I really like it. Yeah. And it could be woman in different age, ranges that could use.
Cool. This is like a giant stick note every time I. Okay. Yes, too. Dark.
Do you feel like it gives like a little elegant?
I think yes. This one for me is very elegant, but still has this punch of vibrant colors, but it's still, it's flat. It doesn't use almost any kind of texture. In this case, the logo here, which is an illustration as well, but it's very clean. But it's elegant. It's powerful.
Yeah, it stands very powerful.
All right, let's get to the next one then. This is also towards the green side, but it's a bit more subtle, a bit softer when it comes to the tones. So I'm just gonna do like this and then scroll down, and then you tell me.
Yeah, I like the shapes here, and also the what do you call it? The font is also very simple and clean. Yeah.
Like natural shapes. Simple font. Then we have this. This is just, another possible color palette. It's a lot less vibrant. It's a bit less saturated, but it's still on that side. And here we have some geometrical shapes. What do you feel about this?
Yeah, this also looks more like elegant, I want to say. Serious, elegant, but still with the style, like giving it some style.
Scroll down, otherwise you tell me to stop.
Mm.
I also wanted to show you this, which is all geometrical shapes again. But in this case, it's nature related elements.
Yeah. So interesting. Some yeah, the wavy. Yeah, I think I tend to the to the wavy.
Okay.
Round this one.
Right. You tend wavy pattern. Maybe more than the, in this case, the
Yeah.
animal shapes.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. This I wanted to check, especially the logo style.
Mm.
And how did you feel about this kind?
I don't know. I like this one,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I think it's the repetition.
Okay.
What this is more like an illustration, like schematic, so it looks very flat, and this one looks with depth. You know, like you can go in almost. Very interesting exploration.
Mm-hmm. When you start searching, it's like, oh my God, I have to stop myself.
Like a whole new world.
Maybe too flat.
Yeah, it's just initial, you know, like reaction, response.
Yeah. This is very simple.
Yeah, they're both very simple.
Mm-hmm.
I love the combination of letters and the symbol.
Okay.
It's also what else you were going to say something more about this one?
No, not necessarily. It's just that it's very minimalistic. It's very elegant as well.
Yeah. I like both. I mean, this is also very nice, like the kind of drop and the kind of roundy.
Yes. It makes it elegant, but still close because of the lowercase. So yeah. I think if we had to objectively compare these two, I would say, because this is all part of the same, I would say this is more elegant than this one. It feels a bit more elaborated when it comes to the concept. This is a bit more cliche, but they're different. They respond to different audiences, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead and show this. Here we have a bit more color. This is just wanted to show like a couple different combinations. So this is, you know, green and pink, and this is also sort of green and pink, but it's a different shade, as you can see. This is a warm shade, and this is more like cool, cold shade.
This one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. Just drink some water. I was the same last week.
But you were saying this is the old? No, this is
yes, this first combination is more like cold tones, and this one is warmer. This is like a pine green and like a pale rose, and this is a lot more like avocado. This has a lot more yellow in it.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah, I think I.
yeah,
Yeah.
just more. Right. Then I also had this example of shapes again.
Not so inclined to
No.
this one. More to the rounder.
Okay. And then we had this, I just wanted to show other shapes as well, geometrical, and how they play with the texture just by using those lines. But I think so far we're not going so much to this kind of patterns.
Shapes, yeah. This was interesting.
This.
For the eyes there, kind of.
Right. Moving on. These are some examples of logos. And a bit of everything. We have some logos that are more elegant, like this one could be, or even this one. And others that are more towards this tribal inspiration kind of logo.
Yeah, I think I like more
Yes.
the simple. Well, what did it call? Simple, elegant, yeah.
Yeah, elegant. Just too simple and elegant logos. It's a bit too much. We also have some examples here.
Well, I like this one as a woman and the herbs, the hive, like intuition, like herbs.
What do you think about something like this?
This was also interesting, like the repetition, like and the simple font. Kind of mandala like, like round.
And then this one is also a bit more towards the tribal, but it's a bit less noisy, I would say, than the others.
Yeah.
All right. Then we also have this. This is very much like earth tones. And I thought this was interesting, the kind of brush strokes, like ink. And although this has I would say, quite a clear inspiration in maybe more Asian or Japanese or Chinese ink style.
Yeah.
I think it's also very elegant.
This is part of the logo or something, no? It's just this is the logo and this is just like
yes, it's like parts of the elements of the brand. And here they just create a pattern from the logo itself. What do you think about earthy tones like this?
I like this dark brown. You'll see my presentation today has a lot of this kind of this background and this
in
the letter, in the letters.
Interesting.
Mm.
And then I also wanted to show you this. Basically for the black and white photography, because I think depending on how we play with it, it could also be interesting to mix black and white photography with a branding that has maybe one main color, for example.
Earthy colors. I was playing with some pictures
Okay.
with black and white, and I really liked it.
Right.
For the pictures.
Yeah. So are these open to black and white?
I think the pictures look more a bit like vintage.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do we have here? Do we have something like this? And this is now we're starting to see other things that are not so earthy or so nature related necessarily. And this is a kind of style that's very luminous. It's very a bit pastel.
Yeah.
Colors.
Yeah.
A lot of white. What do you think when you see this?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. The combination of.
Do you feel like your brand could be something like this though? Or what this was?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I like more the.
Yeah. It's like it's nice, but
yeah, but I don't know if it's me.
That's okay. You can. We're here to, give our opinion.
Yeah, explore just.
Yeah. Yes. This one, for instance, it's also very elegant with the colors and so on. But this feels a bit more, again, geometric.
Yeah.
Which might not be what we're going for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Then something very different. This again is just to test the boundaries.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, this is just a museum or an exposition about Frida Kahlo in this case. But I thought it would be interesting to check how the contrast in the colors work, because this is just two colors and two colors only. Well, three if you count the white. But it has a very, very dark tone. Like everything is dark in the background, and it has a very simple minimalistic layout. So there's no big illustrations or nothing of the kind, but at the same time everything is very clear. The image is not
I love if you go up a bit, I love this black and white picture and then some of the other things.
It's two black and white pictures with,
I mean, it looks very nice in the dark background. Then
do you feel, imagining your website in the future, do you think this could be your website could look like this?
I don't think I like the black background.
No.
Like the pure black background. But I just like the composition with the black and white picture.
Got it. Just checking if there was something else there. Okay, illustrations again. I feel this one we can already sort of push, but you tell me. Again, it's very geometrical. And then we have something a bit more natural or a bit more feminine, if you want to see it in that way,
Mhm.
and a lot more colorful as well. Do you feel something like something of what you see here could maybe fit in your brand?
Yeah, I like the illustrations.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
color, maybe these colors like this.
Okay.
Earthy, like the green and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this one.
What do you think about the style? Because this leans a bit more towards not childish necessarily, but a lot more casual, a lot more friendly, a lot more open, so to say.
Mm.
Has a
I
lot of
suppose.
elements as well.
As opposed to the more elegant, simple.
Mm-hmm.
I like the maybe it's the elements of the pictures, the
Yeah.
flowers and the woman, like I feel it could say something about
Got it.
my brand, but I don't know necessarily if more childish
Mm-hmm.
style would be.
Like the concept and the concept of the illustration.
Yeah, the elements of the
Yeah,
illustration. Yeah,
exactly. Cool.
Hmm.
This one is very different. This is more like body care. Is a body care brand, but again, but it was worth to check the contrast of the colors and what you thought of it.
Hmm. Well, no, I think I still like the more elegant.
This is a bit, how would you call it? No, a bit trendy.
I mean, I'm trying to picture my website with some of the pictures I have at this kind of setup. Yeah, it's hard to articulate. Maybe it's just the color that I don't relate to. Interesting how you mentioned.
What does it make you feel when you see this branding? What comes to your mind?
I don't know. It's just that I'm
okay.
Either like I really like it or like.
That's okay. These are just some examples of something I found. These are cards for like some kind of card game.
Yeah.
Right, or something that you can use in a workshop or something like that. It can be also more educational.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. That sounds interesting.
And again, well, the quality is not perfect of this image, but this is sort of a bit the same style of illustration that we saw earlier. Not necessarily childish, but a bit more. Yeah, it's not minimalistic. It's a lot more. I don't know how to call it actually.
It's not minimalistic.
It has quite a lot of elements, a lot of lines,
yeah,
some textures. It's like between botanical illustration and like this kind of style is very trendy right now, I feel too.
I don't know. I don't think I can say I love it, but with some of the elements I can relate to. But perhaps it's not something I would.
Maybe it's a bit more like the other one. Like you like the concept, you like the story it tells and the possibilities, but not
exactly the
Got it. Not the style. Right? This is something a lot different. Quite simple, no complication. Just using two main colors. And this is a lot brighter as well.
I mean, I like the pictures and
Yeah.
And the simple text. Not necessarily the colors, but yeah, the combination of the illustrations and.
The simple layout. Yeah. And just gonna check the chat in case someone said something. Right, and this is the last example. This brand, I feel it uses a lot of black. But at the same time, it's quite fresh, I feel.
Yeah, I like this contrast, the shapes and the picture.
Shapes.
Yeah, I think I love more this kind of shapes. And
interesting, because these shapes here, that quality image, but they're very different from the ones we saw in the beginning. So these are geometrical shapes, but most of them are not filled necessarily. They're just lines, thin lines. So that makes it elegant.
Yeah.
And the other one is maybe more organic. You know, the ones from the beginning. You remember?
Yeah. I'm still really leaning to the the very best first one.
Yeah. But interesting.
Yeah, it's two different styles, but it's yeah.
But you like this as well. Or is it the contrast that you like?
Yeah, I like the contrast. I mean, I can say I like it. I mean, from like first impression.
Okay. First impression was good. We go a little bit over. It has a lot more modern touch. Maybe I would say.
Elegant, modern.
It's more modern than traditional.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can see from the different.
But they use a lot of nature-related photography. So I
Yeah.
think that's also why
Yeah,
we feel.
drawn a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, these are the
Mm.
examples I wanted to show you.
Very interesting.
So far, what do you think of the overall?
You mean like which ones I more? I think the beginning, this one is very appealing.
Yeah.
Well, but I see what you mean. The shapes are different.
These are more irregular, and the other are very perfect.
Mm.
You know, it's a perfect circle, perfect straight line.
Yeah, okay, I see. I think I like the elements, like the circle, like the moon, like the spiral,
Yeah.
you know, these elements. Because these are undefined. This is not like a moon or a sun.
Yeah, these are just patterns. Really.
Yeah.
It's a bit more abstract. Unless we put it in context.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we
you
make
don't
this
know.
be the
Yeah.
sun and this
Be
something
the moon,
else.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I like this palette and some of the maybe some of the other more defined shapes and also this.
Got it.
Mm.
All right. I have some ideas now that, as you know, I'll show you two different style concepts, and yeah.
You're gonna make me very confused.
No, hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
I'll just stop sharing for a moment. Yeah. Okay, so with this, we confirm that we're leaning towards warm tones, I would say, more like earthy, natural tones. We'll see how we combine them. Yeah. And then we will see how would irregular shapes look, how does it make you feel with the whole style concept and composition, and how the other lines look.
Yeah. Do you feel there's like a rule you shouldn't mix this with this, or?
I mean, you want to be cohesive.
Yeah.
So some styles might just clash if we mix them.
Visually,
yes. But yes. We'll see.
There's some rules.
Yeah. But it can be interesting. Because we are both, and I'm just gonna go back here to this line here. We're not sharing the screen, but we're both looking at the list of adjectives sort of that we chose. We had like this dichotomy between, you know, black and white, warm and cold, traditional or modern. And the things we came up with was organic, traditional, dynamic, disruptive, serious, bold, elegant, calm, experimental, familiar, relaxed, international, warm, and minimal. So
this is the realm of
yeah.
Where
so
we are.
I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun with this because you can play with many elements. I think when it comes to shapes, for example, maybe certain styles don't really work so well together or combined, but then you can give elegance by maybe using a different kind of font.
I see. Yeah.
You know, but still have that vibrancy with the colors. So there's so many combinations that are possible.
Yeah.
Yes. So I really look forward to start doing it and show it to you. This is the end of the live, I would say. Now I know a lot more where to go. I had some things already clear. I had an intuition towards where you were going to go, but now it is confirmed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And this is the moment where I now release you from meetings in a bit, because we've been seeing each other every week for a month now since we started. And now this is the moment where I start designing those style concepts. And I'll show you again different logo proposals for each of them. And yeah, I'm gonna have fun. I'm guessing you might be a bit like expecting what's gonna happen, but how do you feel at this moment after seeing all the references and so on?
Yeah, no, I feel confident,
Okay.
at least. Yeah, that there's some resonance. Yeah,
Cool.
I trust your creative muse, and yeah, now you know a bit more about me and yeah, what I'm trying to convey. It's really, yeah.
All
It's
right.
really nice to have a translator to do
A visual
that.
translator.
Yeah, visual translator. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Well, I can't wait to get started. Thanks everyone who has watched us live or who will watch us later. What this is already uploaded in the YouTube channel. If you liked especially some of the references, or if you agree like, oh, this is very much like Johanna style, just put it in the comments down below, and we'll love to read whatever you guys have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be exciting to hear. Yeah, what people are. Yeah, that's you, or
because it's also very interesting what you said in the beginning about the clothes and the colors you use in your clothes, because this also gives a lot of information, and people associate you with certain colors already. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how you feel about it, how maybe your closer circle of people feel about it. Like, does it feel it's you?
Like you? Yeah, like me.
All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. We'll keep you updated with when we do the next live, but it's going to be already like, at least in a few weeks. We'll see what we can show and what we cannot show. All right.